Previously on Benjamin Bobby's Best Friends Race. Secret agents.
Too much! 12 friends enter the competition.
We kikied, people are playing nice.
There's pink, there's yellow.
I just like pink and yellow, you guys. It's not that deep.
But to really introduce everybody, we gave everyone the chance to show who they are with the talent show.
We see cakes, potatoes, original songs.
Off, Broadway. Really far off, like it was in our living room.
People are killing it. There's competition. There are some people who are not, but I know to not underestimate people.
I'm top 3.
Delusion.
Dre is utterly amazing. Darby does balloon animals while singing opera.
And then we find out that Josh is the secret agent.
We are given some opportunities to kind of take control of the game.
I thought I would be a benevolent leader and let them have a little bit of say in what songs they're going to do this year. So, we got some briefcases. I'm really into Deal or No Deal Island right now, so briefcase away.
The friends get to choose the songs. I'm sure they will always agree, and it will always work out.
We had 2 winners who battled it out for the top. A second spin on the Wheel of Ben. That's not what it's called. The Wheel of Benevolence.
Dre wins 2 spins on the prize wheel and gets several advantages moving into the rest of the game.
I got Spy on the Wall, which I get to use this episode. And then we had to pair up in teams. What is that about?
That was a cute first episode, but moving forward, I think it's time to get rid of some friends on this next episode of
Benjamin Biffer's Secret Agent Too Much. Can I start that again?
Each episode, the contestants make their way to the secret agent basement to learn their mission.
Ooh, this briefcase, it's feeling agent-y. It's feeling agent-y. I'm a friend again. This is the face of a friend.
Those assigned the role of friend will set out to uncover the identity of the secret agent. Doing so will grant the friend safety for that episode.
And I'm a friend. My goodness, there's still a lot happening here.
Realize I'm just another friend, and I feel less special immediately.
So I'm really wanting to be secret agent. I'm crossing my fingers that he's going to actually let me be secret agent this episode, or any episode this year. And I walk up to the briefcase.
I'm in the basement, I walk up to the suitcase, and I pop it open, and it says, Secret Agent.
Secret agents are given a special task. If they succeed, they achieve safety for that episode. Well, hello, Michael. Hello, Paul. You are this week's secret agent. Josh is going to be Team Rocket. He's going to have a cute little Pikachu. Josh is going to leave that Pikachu upstairs in mission debriefing. Your mission is snatch that little Pikachu. Then when it's your time to come vote for secret agent guesses, you're going to hand me the Pikachu.
My secret agent task is to simply wait till we get back in the mission debriefing room.
Somehow, in front of everyone, steal a poor sleeping Pikachu.
I need to get the sleeping Pikachu, and at the point when I am coming down to make my guesses,
Bring it downstairs to Ben when I make my secret agent guess.
I will show you what I can do.
Good luck!
I've made it to episode 2, which is where I made it the first time, so I'm on track, I guess.
So my heart is racing because I don't know what's about to come, and I also now have to achieve the secret agent. All right, how y'all feeling? Unfortunately, some of you bitches are still here.
So wait, you said some of you, so did you want someone to go home?
Yes, I wanted someone to go home.
Who did you want?
Who did I want to go home? I'm gonna say Amber.
Who's going around?
said I did amazing.
Everybody say one name. Taylor.
I'm not doing
I was so relieved that nobody went home because I was worried I was at the bottom.
So I couldn't help but notice that Tyson was yawning during people's performances.
Take a sip of that.
I mean,
I was hot, baby.
I think Ben was drunk. If we're gonna be honest, I thought you should have been in the bottom.
I love you. Your talent was just not my favorite.
That's
But
fair.
I do love you. I might have thrown a little shade at a couple of people that I didn't think did as well.
Everyone comes from me again. Why am I on these people's mouths? What is it about me? Am I posing a threat to them, or do they really feel that I'm not talented? Just saying, this happened last season. All those bitches home. Who wants to go home first? Who wants to go home first?
You.
I have a little bit of a dramatic answer.
Oh.
But only, not that I want this person to go home, but I want to see this person like push more.
Ooh.
Who?
This thing.
Oh.
This thing right here, Ethan. Yes. Listen, okay, so I was.
Hi, friends.
Okay, we're excited to see Ben.
Hi, friends. Congratulations on surviving the first episode. What do you friends think is coming next?
Another twist.
So there's a little thing we have to do first, which is discuss who the red herring was.
The red herring is the friend who received the most secret agent guesses in the previous episode.
Congratulations to the red herring of this episode. It is Lil Robbie.
I'm a little bit on Robbie because he was the only one that lobbied for his spot in the talent show.
I think Robbie might be the secret agent.
The only thing that was super suspicious is Robbie, and that was just because he wanted first, which was really weird. I have no idea who was picking Robbie for the secret agent. He was acting like a totally normal twink.
I got red herring. Okay, so I guess if I can't get the secret agent, I might as well mislead people. Just acting myself. I guess I'm just that wild.
Fantastic for 2 reasons. 1, he's my partner, so his advantage is my advantage. 2, I'm probably a big part of why he got that advantage because I pointed the finger at him in the debriefing room because I'm like, the only thing that's possible is Robbie wanting to be first. So I'm like, this worked out. For me, anyway.
So Robbie, your advantage will come in a moment. This week, we are not doing Ben Talk. We are doing a ball.
Yay? Hooray! All right, we're going to see my outfits.
A ball? A ball?
We will have 36 looks on the runway. 2 of them you brought from home. 1 of them you'll be making here.
super excited because this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for a ball. I was ready to show some of the looks that I have, that I brought with me.
This is the Poke Ball. So your first look is going to be Underwater Fantasy, followed by Video Game, and lastly, a look that you're going to make here. We're going to give you a whopping 30 minutes.
Whoa.
10 hole more than last time.
Wow.
And you are going to construct a fashion look out of cute little Pokemon themed bags.
I am an avid Pokemon trainer. I'm at level 48 on Pokemon Go. Just looking for some lucky trades. So I don't think it could be better for me right now.
Pokemon. I know nothing about Pokemon. I actually grew up in a conservative religious household and I was not allowed to watch Pokemon. So, I know who Pikachu is.
You are going to be sharing a bag. So you and your pair, you're going to be working out of the same bag with the same materials. Robbie, your advantage is you're going to get to assign the Pokemon bag to the pairs. All right, excited? Yeah. All right, go downstairs and there's a mischievous character waiting for you.
Walk downstairs and we don't see Ben for the first time. We see Josh.
Oh my god, Josh's outfit is amazing. He hit it, and it's like bedazzled. And then he had James's rose from Team Rocket. He slayed it, killed it. I loved it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Are you prepared for trouble?
And then you double. There it is.
Josh is holding what?
The exact thing, the sleeping Pikachu, that I am supposed to steal.
It's right there. But I have to wait because the secret agent task says that I need to get it when we are in the mission debriefing room.
I am watching like a hawk because I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna steal it.
And as this sleeping Pikachu makes its way across the room, I'm keeping an eye on it. We have before you a glorious array of bags. Who was the red herring last episode? Well, you get the power to assign out each bag to the pairs. So if you want to come up here, you can choose which bags you want to start handing out.
There's a range of Pokemon on here. I'm trying to figure out, is there some kind of significance to these Pokemon? So I'm walking up stage, and I have no fucking clue.
And you cannot look inside.
So Robbie and I kind of strategized a little bit about what bag we wanted.
Amber and I went for Pikachu.
We decided on Pikachu because it's the only one I have heard of. It's popular. I mean, he's got a little Pikachu toy in his hand. That's gotta be a great bag.
So I picked Pikachu because Pikachu is classic, iconic, the face of Pokemon, more or less. And that's kind of how I see myself. But of different. Not Pokemon. Oshawott.
We get a little, like a blue Pokemon, like a little, he looks like a hacky sack. Oshawott. Joshua? Wait.
Oshawott? Yeah. I don't care. It's a Pokemon. Like, I like blue.
Why did you choose Tyson and Jenny for Oshawott?
Honestly, the color. With that being said, Charizard.
Brian knows Pokemon really well, and he specifically knows which Pokemon is Josh's favorite.
We were hoping for Oshawott. We ended up with Charizard. As long as we didn't get Magnemite, I'm fine.
I think Charizard's a good one to get, so we'll see what's inside this bag.
No, wait, you did yourself first. Smart.
Magneto?
Magnemite.
Oh.
Brian's here with the knowledge. Yumi?
So Robbie, of course, out of all the ones, I knew all of them, gives us the ugly Pokemon. The ugliest Pokemon. And I was like, Robbie, what is this? What have I done? What have we done? Like, I think I called him handsome earlier too. I was like, that was nice.
We were handed the purple and green bag, and I'm thrilled because it's the only bag with 2 different color tissue paper. I think there's going to be a lot to work with here.
I would have loved any other bag than the bag that I got.
I have my eye on the pink bag because I like pink, Ben likes pink. There's probably going to be some good fabrics in there because the Pokemon is pretty. Don't know what it is, don't know what it's called, but it's cute. So I got the bag I wanted. I was thrilled.
Not really sure what the Pokemon is, but it's cute, it's flowy. I think Dre and I can do something with this.
Robbie gives us none other than the magnet Pokemon, and I'm... Oh. Okay.
All right, contestants. You go in 3, 2, 1.
Leather? Okay. Ooh.
Actually, okay, that's sickening.
Oh, so much.
Right? And then
I don't know where the outfit is.
We start pulling out materials and there's a lot. There's a lot of really beautiful fabrics and there's like several different types and big chunks of fabric. There is so much here to work with. I'm so excited.
There's not a lot of workable materials in our bag. It's just a lot of fabric. I think I froze up for a little while. I had no idea where I was going to go with it.
So pretty much right off the bat, Jamila lets me know that I'm taking the lead. She knows that I am a crafty person. This is my wheelhouse and it's not hers historically.
So my experience with making costumes is no experience at all. I absolutely suck ass.
As we're working, it occurs to me that it is like 95% sure I am competing against Robbie. 5% we might be competing as a team. And it appears Robbie thinks that we're working together because he is all about sharing and being cohesive.
I'm trying to get some clarity about whether we're working together. Are we supposed to be complementary? Are we trying to outdo each other? No one else seems to be concerned about that. People are just fluttering away with their glue sticks and their fabric. So then I figure I need to start fluttering away with my glue sticks and fabric.
Brian seems to be asking me a lot of questions about like, what kinds of things should I make? I think Brian thinks that I might have more experience in this space than I actually do.
When we were first paired up, I thought we might be competing against each other, and I still think we might be, but as soon as that fabric comes out, all that goes out the window. We're working as a team and we're gonna make incredible stuff.
I'm really happy that Darby's my partner here. She knows more about sewing. She knows how to put things together. She helps me instantly. I take direction well though. She's like, put the hot glue here. We're like taping it together. I have ideas. I'm not the best at it. And she's honest with me. She's like, no, I wouldn't do that. Yes, I would do that. There was one point where I put tissues on my shoulders and I was like, what about this? She was like, okay, it's a choice. Like, I saw she didn't believe in it, but like, she saw how excited I was about it. So she's like, okay, we'll make it work. Darby was so sweet and brilliant. Thank you, Darby.
How is Team Fruit Oshawott?
We're doing it.
constructing things, and hopefully they're going to cover all the right places.
We're covering girl.
Yes.
So this is a good pairing.
Yes, obviously, yeah.
I mean, clearly, it helps that one or both of us is very slutty, so
Oh,
if
yeah,
one
good
hangs
catch.
out,
Slutty is great in the type of comic.
Yes. I'm so excited to see Josh in his little element of hosting. He said, "Move over, Ben. It's my show now."
Ben, so you can have 5 minutes.
That's about it.
Hi, Amber.
Hi.
How are you?
Coming into Beffer, I knew that we would have some kind of design challenge, and I know how to cut out a pattern and make a skirt. So I thought I'd make a skirt, and I could make a really simple top, and I'd get through, because then everyone's going to know how to do that. In reality, nothing worked.
I wanted to keep it friendly. I wanted to try to work together, but I quickly realized that we didn't have enough time for this.
You all having a good time?
Yes. The best beat I've ever
I
had.
see you're actually utilizing the screws.
Yes, I
That's
actually did it correctly too.
Wow, tools.
They actually work.
I'm asking Paul, I'm like, oh, does this look good? Does this look good? Do you think we should do this? And then we do the skirt thing.
We decide how we're going to do the skirts, and Michael tells me he wants to cut it. And I'm like, no, I don't want it cut.
And he's like, no, we should be different. We should be different, which is fair. We should be different. But I wanted to cut a skirt.
As Dre and I are working together, she's like, let's just go simple. And I'm like, there's nothing simple about Dre. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, there might be something off here. Does she just think I suck? Which I do. Or is she like the secret agent and it's like her task to simplify her outfit? I am not sure, but I'm gonna trust her because she's a design queen. So let's just do what Dre says to do.
We were told, like, what's in your bag, you can't switch, you can't take anyone else's. We plug in our hot glue guns, and Jamila reaches over and uses ours. And I was like, oh, okay, shake it off, be nice. But she keeps doing it.
Ethan says, if you need to use anything, use it. So I kept using their glue gun. But then, as I'm using the glue gun, I hear,
hey, Jamila, like, we need that.
Ethan's kind of upset that I'm using the glue gun. But didn't you just say I can use your glue gun? I don't know. And I even replaced his glue stick with one of our glue sticks.
Oh my god, is this like a secret agent task?
All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go hang out with Pikachu up in the debriefing room. I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Team Rocket is busting up again.
Baby, the time is slipping away like this fabric is slipping off my body.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome to my underwater fantasy. We did the Pokeball, so we're going to see some looks. We're going to see an underwater fantasy, we're going to see video game, and we're going to see a Pokemon fashion construction. I am wearing this cute little merperson garment to promote my new book. Oh, it's called Drowning in Air. I'm the main character, Florian. It'll be a household name soon. Enough about me. Let's bring in my judges for this episode. I have two people who have won construction challenges on previous seasons of Biffer. Up first, you know her. Hopefully you love her. It's Ivy.
Hello.
Actually, my bad. It's Ivysaur. My bad.
Yes.
What is your Pokemon history and knowledge?
Oh, you know, I was homeschooled, so it's limited.
Because they were demons and you weren't allowed to have them?
Demons, and you might get possessed by a Pokemon.
That was my husband Joshua's thing. He wanted to like it as a kid and his parents forbade it. And now here we are obsessed with Pokemon.
Right.
Up next, we have my brother all the way from season 1 and All Stars. It's Jake. Yay!
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, I love it! What Pokemon would you want a bag to make an outfit out of?
Well, I'm already wearing yellow, so let's go with Pikachu. I can just add some stuff on here. That'd be great.
All right. Should we get started, friends?
Hey, Ben, wait.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Jake. How's it going?
Oh, hey, babe. How's it going?
It's the Pokeball, and... Pokemon.
Do you want to tell him, Ivy?
Josh, I'm sorry, but there's only 3 seats.
But it's the Pokeball. Pokemon is my thing. Ivy has lots of things, but Pokemon is my...
Right. Bye.
Bye, Josh.
Plastic up again.
Okay, let's see how my friends did. Woo! Who is ready to see some looks? Let's see what my friends did for the first look of the Pokeball. Please bring in Underwater Fantasy.
I'm trying to give flowy movement because it's underwater fantasy, but at the same time, I can't move.
Ooh, with this underwater fantasy, we are giving Oyster under the sea realness. You want to just dig up all those pearls and serve them a plate, honey.
I'm coming in on the ground. I'm giving Gator. And I'm loving it. I'm living it. Ben is probably thinking, like, what is Paul doing? Like, I love this.
Am I forgetful? No. I am the hunkiest Dory you have ever seen.
So I'm Vanessa, walking on the beach and still Ariel's man. I'm gonna transform. Slay those poor unfortunate souls. I'm gonna do Ursula. Reclaim my shame from season 1.
So I am in underwater fantasy and I feel glamorous. I feel beautiful. I feel like an aquatic princess.
Mine definitely stands out the most as underwater. It has ombre-ness going on, it's got some net going on, it's got lots of shiny things. I'm crushing it.
I am giving you Siren, sea creature. She's naked and under there. You're scared, but you kind of like it. And I'm trying to give them the fantasy with my netting that apparently we all have. We all like went to the same store and all have the same netting. But besides for the netting, girl, I'm fabulous.
So I was scooting in my little mermaid outfit, trying to be cute.
If I was a mermaid, I wouldn't be like walking onto the stage, and so I decided to crawl on the floor on my arms, which I think might be like a nice little thirst trap for Ben, which, you know.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
My favorite show, Underwater, SpongeBob. So let's do Sexy Patrick. Okay, leg, show some leg. Show that fishnet stockings off. Yes.
All right, let's continue this Pokeball with a little bit of video games.
Kirby's one of the few Game Boy games that I played quite a bit and had a lot of fun embroidering the little poofy face on the front of it, and so I'm just trying to play it up.
I mean, come on. There was no video game I was gonna do besides Pokemon that was something that helped me bond with Josh and Ben. But to give it a twist, I wanted to evolve on stage.
When Pokemon battles are about to start, they just announce their names.
My name is Ethan and I'm from St. Charlestown and I'm here to...
Then for some reason, I went from cute to sexy. There's like no bridge in between. Capture your heart.
I'm an iconic blonde video game character, spewing fire and ice and psychic energy. I even have a little snake. I'm Lucas.
My video game couture, whatever, so much worse. I was gonna try to be Princess Daisy. Would you like some coins? Hi!
Is our camera still recording?
Bowser's here to terrorize everybody. Bring me Peach right now. Arr.
Move out of the way. Nobody's doing a video game like me. Sexy Bowser is here. Garbage.
You like this tail? Ooh, Bowser's such a slut.
So I'm not the biggest video game fan, but you know what I know how to do is be me. M-I-I. I was a little me character.
I wanted to pay homage to Mortal Kombat. I loved that game. Why? Because there were shirtless men in it. Granted, they were pixelated, but it was so hot.
I want to play into the character here. You know, Spyro vibes, right? I'm soaring. I'm gliding. I'm not breathing fire because I can't do that.
My video game character is definitely just something I'm not used to, but I definitely had fun creating the outfit and I felt very confident in it because I look so good. I mean, who doesn't love a bare chest?
She's in a video game. She's playing. Is she winning? Is she losing? Does she even know how to play? Is the controller even on? Who knows? I'm gaming, bitches.
Let's see what you all made.
We are electric. We are sparkling, yellow, red, hot. We are Zap Zap.
Purple is the color of royalty. So we are royals. We have crowns, we have capes, we have dresses. We were so in sync. Like, we're very simpatico.
We put on a little show. I'm excited for what I'm serving. Michael's excited. The cohesion is there. We are going to be in the top because of this look.
Two little Oshawotts holding hands through the prayer. Are they water Pokemon? Two little thick little. I can't even get it out. Two thick little Oshawotts holding hands going into the ocean. We're gonna swim, we're gonna surf, we're gonna splash. Get ready.
We're a little complimentary. We both went for the orange polka dots and did a little something different with it. Flapping around, casting our Charizard everywhere.
We are sexy, flowy, cute fairies. So we're just kind of going with the flow. And I think it's turning out pretty well.
All right, friends, good job. And be very proud of yourselves. I love to see all the creativity of what you brought from home, how you interpreted the different runways. These outfits, wow, the difference an extra 10 minutes can make. Not that you didn't need it. Just like, it wouldn't be good for secret agents too much without a bit of a twist. So you might have thought you were working with your partner. You were actually working in direct opposition to your partner.
No. Darby put so much hard work into like getting me there.
How dare you, Ben? Not me and Jenny, that's my girl. Well, I know mine looks better. Hers was falling apart.
So the way this episode is going to be judged, we are judging the pairs for the looks you made right now, and one of you is going to be in the top, and one of you is going to be in the bottom. From your tops and your bottoms, we're going to use the outfits you brought from home only to determine your ranking in the top 6 and your ranking in the bottom 6. And 2 people are going home.
I almost brought a math equation sweatshirt to this competition, and I think that would have been helpful for everybody to figure out the absolute tomfoolery of how this challenge is being judged.
Go upstairs and discuss it, and we'll call you down soon for secret agent guesses.
I'm in mission debriefing, and I know it's game time.
So everyone's talking, everyone's chatting this whole time. I don't even know what we're talking about. Why? Because my mind is solely on one thing, and that's the sleeping Pikachu.
I'm so upset. I'm genuinely so upset about it being against each other because we were like very much in tandem, but it's okay.
I mean, it was more her amazing skills. I would have been like a Magikarp out of water.
Oh, so you made both of the outfits? Is that
I
what we're
wouldn't. I
hearing?
mean, we were a team. I don't want to claim all
I
the
take
credit.
direction really well.
I don't know what Ethan was doing, but if Darby made all that, she definitely deserves to win.
If he's judged to be higher than you, you feel remorse that you helped him a lot.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
It was fun. It was fun to do it together. Yeah, it was a team thing.
I really think Ethan is going to win. We worked so much as a pair, but I did a lot of the construction on both of our outfits, and it's easier to construct on someone else than it is on yourself.
I cut this.
She had Ethan over here looking like Barnacle Boy or something. Like superhero, like fluffs on his shoulder, crowns. She's over here with some weird cape thing. I'm like, what are you doing?
Do you think it's going to be like 2 sets of lip syncs? Or
Like,
3
people?
Yeah.
Here's my shot. I see my cup on the other side of the table. I get up. I grab my cup and I grab Sleeping Pikachu. I come back to my seat.
Why is Paul picking up the Pikachu?
I put Sleeping Pikachu on my lap and I start to pet it. Then Michael turns over to me and says, I gotta give this Pikachu back to Josh. What? You gotta... Something goes off in my brain. I have to make sure that I keep an eye on this Pikachu.
Then I'm like getting nervous.
But I think we worked really well together.
You too. I loved your costume.
Even though we worked separately with our concept, like we worked together, like figure it out, and we slayed.
No, we slayed. It was good. And we did like our own individual like stylings of it too.
You're trying
High five.
I was pretty amazed with the like synergy between everybody's partners, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, like we all kind of thought we were together, but I'm not sure.
The sleeping Pikachu is on my lap for about a couple minutes. Next thing I know, Michael grabs it and puts it in between us. Let go of my Pikachu. Let go of my Pikachu.
I do have a question. Which team do you think is in the bottom? If we were doing it that way.
I don't know, because last year, like, even the most constructed outfits got the least critique. Like, they
It's
got the
so
worst
hard.
critique, so it's hard to even say, because, like, Michelle got the top praise and hers fell apart. So,
Well, she was the bottom that week.
was she that week?
That was the week that you had to come and save her.
Oh.
I totally got that confused.
No, she didn't
Good
get
save,
much
by the
good
way.
critiques at all.
Well, Tyson, did you have an idea which pyramid?
Yeah. If I had to choose, and I'm not picking on this person, they might think I am, but Paul and Michael.
That's my crying couch, though.
They definitely sold it, though.
Yeah,
It did sound-
your guys'
I
Max
like
Town
it.
idea.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
I hated my Mortal Kombat look.
Yeah.
I thought it was like.
So then, when I see a moment to grab it, I grab it.
That's where I was taking
Paul,
it.
I have a
but,
question
like,
about that.
Yeah.
Did you have a giant tattoo on your ass, or was that just an effect?
Do I have something on my ass? I don't.
You don't have a tattoo?
Next thing I know, Michael puts this Pikachu between his legs. And I'm here thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to reach my hand in between his crotch so calmly and just grab the sleeping Pikachu? How am I going to do it with everyone looking here?
I grab the Pikachu and I literally put it under my little arm, and then I hide it with my top of my costume. Because that little baby ain't going nowhere, because I'm going to do this mission. But then I realized that I think Paul is also the secret agent.
Next thing I know, I look between Michael's crotch, and the sleeping Pikachu isn't there. Do I tackle this man right here? Will that give me away as the secret agent to then have people guess? But then I fulfill it? But if I fulfill the task and people guess that I'm the secret agent, it nulls itself in void. I just put my hand around Michael at some point. I can't feel the sleeping Pikachu. I'm getting super nervous.
So I have a question. Now, this fashion moment, whatever this is supposed to be, we were supposed to make it fashion. The category was fashion. So does everybody feel like they gave fashion, or did they give like wrapped in fabric?
I have 3 different pieces and some accessories.
I said, say what you mean, mean what you say.
Yeah, you want to name some names? I will say maybe you two beauties.
I am so glad that Jenny said something. I'm not in a position right now to be making any particular enemies. I'm not going to call them out in front of the whole group, but there's not a whole lot there. I didn't see anything that I couldn't have done with a Scarface.
While like no shade or anything, it is giving a little wrapped around, like one and done, which low key is staying on you better than me. So I'm not like actually reading.
So
no shade, but also a lot of shade. Let's be real. Let's be honest and let's be real. There's a lot of shade.
Jenny decides to come for me and Jamila. First of all, let me stop you right there. I feel opposite because I feel like your outfit is an outfit, but a regular dress. Whereas like this, if I was like 6 feet tall, skinny on the runway, like bows, like tied around you, flowy fabric, like I could see that.
I think we both proven we have opinions. I am giving you a full-length dress, and I'm giving you variety in my fabrics. She's wearing a sarong. She's wearing a bandeau, baby. Whether mine's falling off the body or not, I think there's a clear amount of difference in the effort that was put into these outfits.
No, her look is essentially an off-the-rack dress that is also not well constructed because it's literally falling off her body. You could absolutely see something like this on a couture runway. Could you see her basic Target dress on a couture runway? No, I don't think so.
Does anybody have any suspicions about Secret Agents? Because I like
I know,
honestly
it's
like
killing me.
it's been so hectic this calendar.
I
I just
know.
kind of forgot.
Yeah, and it was hard because we weren't able to watch everybody's runway looks. So, like, I have to assume that it didn't happen then.
I feel like it happened during the construction.
I probably happened during construction.
I know.
I'm just really glad I get to listen to all y'all's guesses because I have no idea what I'm
I
going to
know.
guess.
They're still probably going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah.
But you get to choose 2 people if you want to, right?
Yeah, I have like several episodes to use that.
I don't think I'm gonna waste it
She's
now.
like, I'm gonna be here, so I'm gonna wait.
All right, let's discuss those looks.
There were some real good standouts.
Let's discuss Amber's.
Ursula, she didn't need the explanation. The outfit spoke for itself. I thought it was
Mhm.
really good.
It was a good callback to multiple appearances of her on this show. Sorry, Internet, you haven't seen it yet, but it was iconic. Brian.
We had onesies.
Brian worked it. He had a reveal.
Darby.
I couldn't tell you exactly what she was referencing.
It threw me too. I was like, I know this, and I don't know why.
And what is
was
it?
The me from We. The main characters like Wii Sports or the me's.
Dre?
Dre's initially stood out to me,
Mhm.
but yeah, she did not work the runway for me.
Was the dress hardened like a shell?
The whole thing was epoxied.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Dre's headpiece,
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know how that's in there. Like, that was pretty impressive.
I love Spyro. Spyro is one of my favorite video game characters, and it looks cute.
Ethan's, I almost loved, but
Yeah.
that fin was like a sleeping bag.
I liked that it was Mer, but it was like a mermaid.
Mhm.
I hope that Ethan sticks around long enough to get some confidence, because what I'm lacking from him this season is confidence.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
was my
Yes.
favorite thing Ethan's done so far
Yep.
today.
And he showed more
people are
confidence.
stripping and more skin. Confidence and skin. We love it. Jamila, I really liked the light up thing, and I really liked her acting as well. The outfit was fine, but like she sold it. Jenny's Bowser was good.
She worked that.
Michael, my God.
The skirt.
That was amazing. Michael
Yeah.
did the
Yes.
most obvious thing to do on Biffer, which is play to me, but there's a time and a place for it, and this was a great place
This
for
is
it.
the place for it.
And what a wig. That was impressive.
Paul's was dumb, makes me laugh, but at some point you gotta do more than just make them laugh.
So when Paul
It was
came out,
unique.
that's true. He took a risk.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be Godzilla, not a gator.
What was Paul? Oh, that was fine. The Mortal Kombat. I wasn't loving that. Robbie, it was a simple outfit, but it looked just like it and acted out the part and did little jump kicks and things. And Robbie is known on the show for jump kicks. Taylor's
I'm completely biased.
poses were really nice.
Yeah.
I think Taylor's Kirby, like, it was immediate. His performance was funny.
It looked cute. We
Yeah.
knew what it was immediately. Tyson's did not read water to me. It was really cool. I get that it was
Yeah.
pearls, but I literally was like, is this a reference I'm missing? And I hate being put in that spot because it makes me like a little like, ugh. Let's talk about the pairings. Robbie and Amber's Pikachu Couture. Who was your favorite?
Amber was my favorite from the two.
It was so close, but I
Yeah.
think Robbie, there was just a little bit more detail.
Okay, Darby and Ethan. Really pretty dress from Darby, but for me, Ethan stepped it up. Like, Ethan's was more interesting. I liked the crown situation. The wings were sloppy, but I liked the, like, kind of cloaky reveal moment. There was more to look at. It was a more interesting silhouette.
I don't know. I think that the details, though, on Darby's were
I think I
way more
agreed.
finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, initially I was like, oh, yes, the crown on Ethan, but then I looked closer and I'm like, oh, no, she's got, like, the symmetrical cut crown tiara.
Dre and Jamila,
Mhm.
they made the same thing. But for me, I just liked the fabric of Dre's more, and they both had the same opportunity to take whatever fabric they wanted.
And I think the colors of the fabric for Dre's were just a little bit better.
It was a little bit more consistent all
Yeah.
the way throughout.
Yeah.
Brian had a little skit with like throwing out fire. Taylor's
Mhm.
was like an actual outfit. Taylor's was so good.
Oh my god, the like hemming accent.
The hemming
Yeah.
is like my favorite thing that I bought for this challenge. It's like a
Oh, that
teal
fabric wasn't like that.
scale.
No.
No, they put that on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, we have Tyson and Jenny. This is the perfect reason that I'm excited for this kind of judging
Yeah.
because they both probably would have been really high.
Right.
And now one of them is in the bottom 6.
Yeah.
Because I like to play games.
Yeah, neither of them deserve to be that low.
Well, they do because that's the rule. I thought Tyson's was more interesting, but I thought Jenny's was made really well.
The amount of time that they had to do that to put a shapely dress together out of panels, I don't know how you do that.
I have a star by Tyson, and now I can't remember why. So, like...
Okay, so I'm just going to make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Michael and Paul.
Oh,
yes.
Another instance where they made the same thing. I liked Michael's more. Michael had the wristband on the wrist and Paul was just holding it. I don't know if it fell off. I liked the shorter skirt of Michael's. Who's in trouble? All 6 of them are, because if 2 people guess correctly, then the other 4. Oh, this is going to be rough. Okay. We are good.
I'm like, did anyone see anything suspicious while we were constructing?
I feel like there was a question about like a glue gun at some point.
Okay, where's Darby? Oh, Darby, you can go down and do a spy on the wall.
Bye, guys. We find out that secret agent guesses are next, and I have no clue who I'm going to guess. I am so glad I have this spy on the wall power. I get to listen to all the secret agent guesses before I guess.
Hi, Ethan. Go ahead and make your guess for who you think this episode's secret agent was and why.
I think Jamila might be the secret agent because she used our glue gun a lot.
I didn't see anything sus.
Yeah, me neither.
I was so
Man,
stressed.
same. I was just trying to do my thing.
I didn't want to be the first one up, but I didn't want to be the last one. So as soon as someone else came back in, I go, I'll go next.
Where's Pikachu? Not on the floor, not here. Michael never put the Pikachu anywhere. So I'm thinking, well, Jenny's right in front of me. He probably put it under her skirt. Do I look under Jenny's skirt for this Pikachu? It's worth it. But at the same time, Jenny's skirt is falling apart, so I can kind of see that I don't see Pikachu. I try to put my hand in between the couch to be like, he stuffed this Pikachu probably through here. And I'm starting to get hella nervous. I'm getting so nervous. You don't understand how nervous I'm getting. The Pikachu's not here. The Pikachu's not there. Where is the Pikachu?
Darby is behind the wall. My thought process was that I had to play it off like Josh left this on the table and that it didn't need to be on the camera, so I was bringing it back, so I just set it down.
Thanks for touching my shit, Michael.
I know, well, it was just, yeah.
Because Josh left it up there?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta keep your costume with you, babe.
I thought that was really weird.
Michael.
Yes.
Please tell me who you think this episode's secret agent was and why.
I am going to say Paul. I knew she was going to be listening, so I voted for Paul, thinking to get her to vote for Paul. He was definitely taking the lead, but then also when I would make an idea, he would just kind of shoo it off. So maybe, I think he was trying to throw me. So I am trying to gameplay, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get Paul to get the most votes somehow, so that way it gets off of me.
What is your suspicions? I think we all want to know. That's the sell. So
The only thing sus, I love you so much, friend.
Oh.
I think I
Quarter in the jar.
gave ideas, and then you kind of you weren't all for my ideas, which I don't know if that was weird.
As I was carrying the conversation like normal, I was trying to throw Paul into the bus basically to maybe hopefully get people to vote for Paul to maybe save him at the end.
Michael was acting a little sus, throwing Paul under the bus when they're supposed to be partners. I understand playing the game, but I could see through shadery. So I was just watching him.
Hi, Brian.
How's it going?
Come in and make a guess.
I don't have any strong idea. I think this episode's secret agent might be.
I don't really know because I don't think anybody did anything super suspicious, but
knowing the twist of this challenge and going up against your partner, who would you have chosen to be your partner?
Well, like, I don't know what the fuck he did with this Pikachu, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and give my guess.
Definitely pick Paul because he's strong. So, but I think this, like, during the challenge, it was kind of sus. Like, I was trying to, like, do stuff and would not. So I'm just concerned that might put the heat. He's a secret agent because of that reason.
Michael, as soon as Paul walks out of the room, is like, Paul's a secret agent. I think Paul's a secret agent. I don't know. Something about how Michael is delivering this and it keeps bringing it up. I feel like Michael is deliberately trying to point the finger at Paul, which is either trying to get Paul red herring or distract from himself. But either way, Michael's giving me secret agent right now. Very suspicious.
Hi, Pollyanna. Go ahead and make your guess for this week's secret agent and why.
I really can't even look at Ben because I did mess up. I did not, for the second season in a row, complete my secret agent task. But at the same time, I can't give anything up because Darby has the opportunity to listen to our votes. This week, I believe the secret agent is Michael. Why? That bitch is always trying to throw me under the fucking table. So, could be sus, but Michael.
Well, you looked good. Hi, Jenny. Go ahead and give me your guess for this week's secret agent and why you think that's so.
I'm making this guess based on who seems to have, like, blossomed verbally upstairs. Michael went ahead and, like, has kept suggesting that maybe their teammate is the secret agent, like, behind people's, like, backs when they're out of the room. But instead of thinking that person is, I think it's Michael.
Hi, Darby. So who do you think it was?
It seems to be between Michael and Paul to me because they're accusing each other, and I could see that either of them could be, projecting because they have to say another name here because I'm here. I think that it's Paul.
Thank you, Darby.
Thank you.
Hello! What a fabulous ball. Every year I'm like, oh, I love the cutting people, and every year I get upset about it. But here we go. This is the show. No one wants a reality TV show where people don't leave. First up, Tyson and Jenny. Hi, friends. You two are the perfect example of why this format of judging sucks, but also why I was excited for it. Because you both did so well. You both would have been pretty high for this look. However, that's not how things are working this episode. It was really hard. We disagreed. We all discussed. It went back and forth. And that's only because we love them both. The winner of this pairing is Tyson.
Ooh, top 6! Honey, I didn't expect anything less.
I am in the bottom 6. I am nervous. Now I'm gonna pray to Sexy Bowser that she saves me.
Next up is the pairing of Taylor and Brian. Brian, I really liked the little garnishes. I liked that you were acting out. Taylor, that trim you have is my favorite thing that I bought for this challenge, and you used it so well. Good job, both of you. Taylor, you won this round.
I am so relieved, but also I feel guilty. In the challenge, it seemed like Brian was looking to me a lot for feedback, and I'm not sure that I did all that I could.
For once, I am a bottom.
Up next, we have Ethan and Darby. Another great job. I disagreed with both of them, and I'm going to actually listen to both of them this time. I wanted Ethan, and we're giving it to Darby.
I am thrilled for now, but I am not happy about Ethan being in the bottom. I already feel a really good connection with him, and I think this is my final two.
So Ben, he's like, well, I really like George's Ethan, but the group panel of judges, who involved Ivy and his brother, did not like mine. But this is your show. Like, where? I watched so many of the episodes where people had opinions, and you're like, no, this is my show. I'm doing what I want. But do it now. Do it now.
Up next, it's Team Magnemites.
Oh my gosh, another one that makes this so hard because you all clearly worked together to kind of make a cohesive look.
I couldn't decide between the two of you. They're both great.
Luckily, I could. It's the same outfit, but little things like, Paul, can I see your... Oh, you had a ring! It looked like you were holding your bracelet. And I was like, oh, Michael's got a bracelet and Paul's just like holding something. It was a little odd. So, Michael, congratulations. I also like the shorter skirt, but again, very cute. Good job, both.
Just to figure, I asked him if I could cut it. He said no.
Oh! Unprofessional. Let's keep it cute. Don't do my boo Paul like that.
Michael, why would you tell Ben this? And I feel at this point, like, Michael's kind of out to get me. You just found out you were on top. Why are you beating me down already?
I am so excited that he thinks mine's better because my skirt is shorter. I told you, Paul, your skirt should have been shorter, but at the end of the day, this game is for me and not for you, Paul. So I'm here to win, and I'm so glad you're at the bottom.
Up next, we have Team Pikachu. When you first came out, I was like, ooh, Amber, I love your little, like, rose moments. But Robbie, you've got more going on, but it all looks intentional. So congratulations, Robbie.
Not surprised. Surprise to absolutely no one out there ever. Robbie beats me in our design look.
Ray, I like the color of your top more. But Jamila, this is so much better than any other construction you've done on our show. So this one, yeah, super hard. And it's going to go to Dre.
So I'm in the top 6. I'm not super shocked, but I'm very relieved. But then I'm still thinking, it doesn't matter because it really depends who's gonna vote for who in Secret Agent, because if enough people get the Secret Agent correct, I can still be in the bottom and I'm not confident with my Secret Agent vote. So yeah, I'm safe, but am I really?
As I assumed, I'm in the bottom, which I'm okay with because most of the ideas of our outfit was from Dre.
All right, if the top 6 could step forward for me. So now that we did the looks that you made here, this portion to decide how you fall in this 6 is only based on what you brought from home. So you know you're in the top, but you don't know where you're at in the top. Dre.
Your wet look. I can only imagine how many hours you put into that.
It took a while, yeah.
Your Spyro, I thought it was spot on. It was immediately recognizable.
Tyson, ooh, buddy, I wasn't a big fan of your water look.
I would also say with the Bowser, the fact that you had another Bowser to compete against was difficult.
These 2 looks just didn't hit as hard as everything else you've done so far. Michael, bitch, you came to play. The Final Fantasy look, such a play to me, so smart, knowing when to do that in this competition. We don't want you to suck up always. But that was the right time to do it.
Skirt on your underwater. I don't know what it was made out of. It was beautiful. It was very good.
I wrote sexy AF.
Speaking of sexy AF, thank you for that, Taylor. That was very cute. Very mer. I'm obviously into mer people. That was fantastic. Your Kirby was cute. It wasn't as exciting.
Darby, I apologize. I don't know what your video game look was.
And then your Underwater Fantasy was really pretty, but it was very similar to Jenny's. Robbie, if you're gonna do anything on Biffer, it's tell a story and perform. I love that you did a jump kick, a little throwback to your previous seasons. I'm gonna pretend it was intentional.
You really brought it with your stage presence.
So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and say a name, and you're going to line up, making our way to find a winner. Tyson, go ahead and join the line. Then we have Darby, Robbie, Dre. Congratulations on your first Biffer win, Michael.
Got a win! It's a much better win because the fact that these are the ones I worked the hardest on, so thank you for recognizing that. I didn't win a thing last year, and this year I just wanted to do better than last year, so I did.
Michael, my dear friend, I know Michael was prepping so hard for this, so I am absolutely thrilled for him. I'm super proud of him. Not even mad that I lost to him. So good job, Michael.
Let's meet this week's Wheel Friends. We have Harold. Hi, Harold.
Ooh, Harold's kind of cute. I remember watching him last season. A little mustache.
Of course, I recognize Harold. I love that all the Biffer friends are coming back. It's just so exciting to see them.
How have you been since last season?
Great, Ben. Thanks for asking.
Anything fun?
Nope.
Hi, Sarah J. How are you?
Ben, I'm doing good. How about you?
Fabulous. You both look amazing.
Sarah! It's been so long!
You can't have a season of Benjamin Bobby's Best Friends Waits without Sarah J making an appearance.
Do you have any adventures going on, Sarah J?
Nothing I can publicly disclose yet.
Well, thank you for being a part of Biffer. It's always nice having you both. Oh, I love that. Doing a little yoga there, Harold.
Super excited to see Harold and Sarah J. She looks gorgeous, and Harold looks like Harold. It's not shade, that's not shade.
Michael, congratulations! You get to go spin the wheel of Ben Evelance to see your prize.
DJ!
All right, Michael. As bearer of the DJ advantage, the next time you have to lip sync, there will be 3 briefcases revealed, and you straight up get to pick the song.
I want an advantage! Yay! The advantage is that during my lip sync, I get to play DJ. That means I get to pick the song that we actually get to lip sync to.
Wow. The DJ advantage that Michael wins seems like a huge advantage.
Okay, wheel friends, take the wheel away. Bye. All right, can the bottom 6 please step forward? All right, Amber.
You didn't need to tell the story. Like, your outfit spoke for itself. It was really well done.
You're doing really good. Believe in yourself, okay? Jam.
I liked your take on the video game, but it felt a little simple.
I like Sexy Patrick. I thought it was good. Good choice.
Polly. I'm going to have a good time whenever you're on stage because you as a person just make me really happy. Yeah. Your gator wasn't my favorite.
You missed an opportunity for a reveal. I wanted that vest to come off. I wanted you to work it more.
Ethan, your Pokemon, favorite thing of mine you've done all day. Yeah. Your Myrrh, you need to get the confidence up a little bit. Believe in yourself because it was a cute look. Other than that hideous fin. But the top half was cute. The fin was a sleeping bag and I live. Hi, Ryan.
It was good, but it wasn't super memorable. I'm really biased against things that look like straight store-bought.
You've got some storylines going with the Dory. I saw where you were going. It just needed a little nudge.
Jenny, Great, sexy Bowser. Thought it was excellent.
The underwater one, it was just not super memorable next to a bunch of others that were similar.
Yes. So now I am going to go ahead and call your name. You're going to go stand next to the people in line in 7th place. And then we're going to do 8th place. And we're going to line up so we're all ranked. Ethan, you were so close to top 6. Go ahead and join in number 7. Amber, Jenny, Jam. All right, Pollyanna, and then Brian.
At least I'm at the top. I feel like I'm in a pretty safe spot right here.
I am 5th. So as long as no one else behind me guessed secret agent, I might get through this.
Here I am, standing on the bottom 4. And I'm feeling very humbled in this moment.
I know no matter what everyone votes, I'm bottom 2, and I didn't achieve it, so I'm going to be in the bottom. And I start to withdraw mentally.
Now we are going to go down the line and discuss how you did on your secret agent mission. You all had a mission this episode. The secret agent's mission was to do a special task. The friends' missions were to find the secret agent. If you achieved your mission, you are going to be safe and you're going to go sit on the bench. If you did not achieve your task, you guessed wrong, or you were the agent and didn't do your task, then you're going to stay up there until we have enough people in this ranking order behind you to be eligible for elimination. This episode, we are cutting 2 people, so we're gonna have a bottom 4. So once there are 4 people who didn't do their mission behind you, you'll be safe because of math. All right, going down the line. Michael. When it comes to your mission this episode, either doing your secret agent task or guessing the secret agent correctly, you succeeded! Taylor, step forward. All right, Taylor, when it comes to your secret agent mission this episode, you succeeded!
Michael has been asking a lot of questions, and I thought maybe there was a question that he was supposed to ask for it.
Hi, Dre. So you had a mission this episode as well, and you did not succeed. So go back in line, please. You are still technically eligible for elimination until 4 people fail behind you. Robbie, you had a secret agent mission this episode, and you failed. Darby had the fly on the wall advantage, which allowed her to see everyone's guess, and it paid off because you succeeded in your mission.
I don't think this is right. I know that Taylor guessed Michael and Michael guessed Paul. Something's gotta be wrong. I'm gonna take my seat on the bench, but I don't think I belong here.
Tyson, you had a mission this episode, and you were right. Good job.
I think the secret agent is Michael.
Ethan, you had a mission this episode. Unfortunately, you can get back in line. All right, Amber, you had a mission this episode, and this is why you need to believe in yourself, because you succeeded.
I'm gonna go with Paul for the same reason I wanted to go with Paul last time, is that he's gonna have to have an opportunity to fix his mistake from last season.
Jenny, you had a mission this episode. How do you think you did?
I'm gonna go with I did a great job. I could go sit down.
You can go sit down. Look at this twist, friends. Dre over here was in 3rd place, Robbie was in 4th place, and they are still eligible for elimination. So, secret agent is so important.
So I'm just shitting myself as we're going down the line and people keep getting it right. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be in the top and then I'm gonna end up in the bottom.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Jamila, you had a mission this episode, as you know, and as I know, you can step back in line. Hi, Polly Wally. You were given a mission this episode, and unfortunately you did not succeed, so you can go ahead and get back in line. That means, Dre, you're safe. All right, Brian, you had a mission this episode. Unfortunately, you can also get back in line. So, Robbie, you are safe. We have the little business of discussing what the secret agent task was. So Josh started this episode with the Sleeping Pikachu as Team Rocket, and the secret agent was supposed to bring me the Pikachu when they came down to make their guess.
Oh, it was me.
Does anyone else have anything they want to say?
I do. Bitch stole my Pikachu.
I knew it! I knew it! I had a gut feeling and it was right. Paul, girl, the best winner won.
That is right. This episode we had not one, but two secret agents.
That makes so much fucking course. This show this season, there is so many twists. It's hard to keep straight.
I'm not going to say if that's going to happen anymore this season, but you all have to think big. Think big. You all did fabulous. There will be 2 lip syncs. In the first lip sync, we are going to have Jamila versus Brian, Ethan versus Paul for the second lip sync. So Ethan and Paul, you can go sit and watch the first lip sync.
I am with Jamila, who I know is a dancer. So it's definitely going to come down to the song.
I'm excited to see what Brian brings. Let's go.
All right, it is time to make the song selection. Ivy, reveal your briefcase. Boom. Boom. Say boom.
Boom.
Songs you will be choosing from are
Murder on the Dance Floor.
Don't Stop the Music by Rihanna.
I Believe.
Oh, so these are our choices. You know what? I'm gonna choose Don't Stop the Music. It reminds me of my good Six Flags days. I used to play on the intercom. So nostalgia. Let's just go with Rihanna. And plus Rihanna slays.
If you're looking for strategic gameplay, you've come to the right place. I know Jamila is not going to pick I Believe. It's in my audition book. I know every word. I even brought the t-shirt. So I can't go that way, because then we might end up just doing a song I don't want to do. So I go with my second choice. And my hope is that we'll pick different songs, we'll be locked up, and then by default, I'll get the song I want.
You're going to select the number you want. 1, 2, or 3. If you agree, that's the song you do. If not, you'll have 1 minute to try to persuade the person to change their vote, and then we'll vote again. If you don't agree on the second one, it automatically goes to the third choice. Wheel friends, please bring in the briefcases. Reveal your choice. So Brian chose Murder on the Dance Floor. Jamila chose Please Don't Stop the Music. You have 1 minute to discuss in front of all of us why the other person should change their mind, and then you'll vote again.
I just don't know that one as well, so I feel like we're doing the next one.
Well, I'm a professional, so I'll just choose number 1.
Okay, cool. So you don't need the whole time. You don't want to pick magnifying glasses again? All right, so we're going with Murder on the Dance Floor.
I do wonder, since Jamila is such a professional, if I had picked I Believe, she would have gone with that anyway.
I'm a professional. I listen to those songs before I went to sleep every single night. Let's do this. It's about to be a murder on the dance floor. And who's the murderer? Me.
Lip syncers have 5 minutes to prepare. as we saw last season, I don't necessarily have to choose one from each team. I probably will, but I have the ability to do 2 from whatever the 4 is. For the first elimination lip sync of the season, we have Jam versus Brian. 2, Murder on the Dance Floor.
And it's time for a murder.
It's murder on the dance floor. But you better not kill the groove, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. Oh, I know about your kind. And so.
I have a point of view for the song. I'm definitely going to go in a totally different direction than she is. So I'm hoping that I can just be clever enough to come out on top.
If you think you're getting away, I will prove you wrong. I'll take you all the way. Boy, just come along.
Out the side of my eye, I see Brian pull out like a magnifying glass. Honey, what are you looking for? Because it's not your win. Your win is not down there.
It's murder on the dance floor. But you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down.
Jamila is fantastic, knows the words so well, and just doing a great job. Brian also has like a great outfit for this though, and is really working the like murder on the dance floor element. And I'm loving the physical comedy of his. I'm not sure who's gonna win this.
If you think you're getting away, I will prove you wrong. I'll take you all the way. Stay another song. I'll blow you all away. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna turn this house around somehow.
Jamila, I was a little bit worried about. I know Jamila can do more. And I think that Brian went a little bit wrong because we need drama and you're giving us the same note over and over and over. But then Jamila does turn it up and she's crushing it. Is Ben going to like the dancing or is he going to like the gag? And honestly, at this point, I don't know.
It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down.
Hi, Paul and Ethan. I'm kind of sad about this little pairing, but it's going to be so much fun.
I am like stunned. I didn't think I'd be here. And then to go against Paul, I'm like, no, like, I loved you in the last season.
Ethan seems a little meek, a little shy. Nothing bad, no bad qualities, but I feel that if there's anything I can do, it's make a fool of myself during a lip sync. So I feel a little confident.
All right, I need briefcase. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Apparently that's what we're doing. So the songs you two have to choose from are
On the Metro.
Pink Pony Club.
Don't speak.
All right, take a minute to think about it.
I want Pink Pony Club. I want Pink Pony Club. I want Pink Pony Club.
I feel pretty good. I can go with the ballad. Is it a ballad? I'd consider it a ballad.
Wheel friends, please bring in the briefcases. Ethan chose Pink Pony Club, and Paul chose Don't Speak. You have 1 minute to discuss.
So go with mine.
This is such an upbeat song though. It's fun, it's flirty.
But it's a ballad.
It is, but this is like most like recent and like it's in right now.
You don't want to go home to a ballad?
I'd rather go home in a fun song and like upbeat, you know? Like give the audience what they want.
Is that what they want though?
I feel like most people at home want to chop around.
They'll get it eventually.
He is not budget. He does not budge at all. It's not hard to get along with me, and I'm very like compromise. What is it? Cooperative. I can compromise. So in my head, I'm like, okay, fine. I will go and vote number 3. If I don't want to do on the Metro.
No.
Are you ready to revote?
So if we don't agree, it's gonna go to 1.
Yeah. Are you willing to have
On the Metro.
If one of you doesn't change, you're doing on the Metro.
What is one song I did not need to do because I would not really get it on the Metro?
All right, Wheel Friends. Goodbye, Wheel Friends. Thank you. Reveal your answers.
Are you fucking kidding me? There was no nuance. There was nothing that gave me any message or indication that said, "Hey, I'm gonna switch for you." It was a stone wall.
And I'm pretty sure that I gave the impression that was like, you know what? Okay. You know what? Okay is what I said. However, you know what? Okay, you win is what I completed or what I mentally said.
So you will be performing on the Metro. Please have fun and break a leg too on the Metro.
100 O's and X's lighting up the dark. Now they turned into a question mark. I was in my favorite party spot, sipping on my favorite soda pop. I saw this guy come rocking up, so shy and out of place. His moves were so ridiculous, but he looked so meticulous. I could tell that he meant business, getting all up in my face.
But I don't know these lyrics, so I'm just like a freaking horse moving their mouth while they're chewing. And I'm just like serving arms and like trying to cover my lips as much as possible. And I really thought about just not lip syncing for a second and just saying that's it, because what am I gonna do? What am I gonna give? What more do I have?
To do the best I can, and chose me, asked me to do this, and I'm already down here because of this stinking agent thing that I did not see, but everybody else and their mom did. I'm not going home. I will fight for this.
Now they turn into a question mark.
Paul and Ethan are both going home because they're not serving. Well then, I don't know, something kicks in for Ethan and he starts really throwing out the moves. He is hitting it as hard as his little heart can.
I just feel a whoo. Did he just soar through the air? I just really feel defeated at this point in time.
You two are going to write down the names of who you think won the individual lip syncs. Joshua, come over here. I'm consulting. You don't have to write it, just point. Yeah, that's what it is.
Can I include my cake?
No. Do you want to step out and plead your case? Because you can't do it on camera.
Can I?
Yeah, we can go talk.
Honestly, this is giving me a little dramatic for the second episode. I don't know what's happening.
Ben and Ivy just dramatically exit. Ivy wants to defend her choice. I'm assuming it's Paul because to my knowledge, Ivy doesn't have a close connection to Ethan. And Ivy and Paul kind of got close to each other last season, so I could see her lobbying to keep him around over Ethan.
What? I was like, ah! I know that they had an alliance on last season. And I'm just like, okay, didn't like my outfit, doesn't like that I versus Paul.
Please step forward, Jam and Brian. All right, we are judging these lip syncs individually. This was so good. Like, I was torn. There were times where I was like, oh, Jam. And then I was like, oh, Brian. I really just have to go with my gut here. Congratulations, Jamila. Your contract with the secret agency has been extended. You are here.
I get to stay and I get to slay another day. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Brian, I love you so much. I'm glad you have friends and family in St. Louis. Thank you for traveling here.
This was an interesting experience. I was a little hesitant to sign up. Definitely tough for me to pick times to come back to St. Louis from New York.
Okay, you two. This was very hard. Paul. Are you okay?
No.
You did great this episode. Your outfit was super cute. I know that you're going to be personality up there. I'm very excited to watch all that. Ethan, I have such high hopes for you. I need you to just push a little further. You did great this episode, but all the guessing and everything just kind of bumped you down a little bit. Ethan, your contract with the secret agency has been extended. Congratulations, you're here.
I'm really happy that I'm safe. We're just gonna add to the reasons why Ivy does not like Ethan. And I feel so bad because I really wanted to get to know Paul.
Paul, I'm sorry I'm the worst alliance member ever.
One of my favorite parts about Last Biffer was that I feel like our friendship was, until now, I feel like our friendship was like really put back together.
It's the end of my Biffer run this time around, and I really expected to do a lot better, go a lot further. I thought I had the formula down, but the twists and turns got the best of me.
All right, love you. Bye.
One last thing. Team Robbie.
I am so sad. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. Bye, Paul. Bye, girl.
This is just motivation to do even better because obviously the competition is very stiff.
I'm just really, really sad for you all to be missing out on my Ben talk. And I sure hope Ethan gave you something that was worth saving.
I need to do something because what I'm doing is not working. And if Ben sees something in me, I need to find what it is. And I need to find it fast.
Is it me? Am I the Kelsey? It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it. You lost Biffer again.